We're just unpacking everything. It must be somewhere. We just decided let's just pay the fine. I need to clean just traditional. Whoa, it's literally been 2 months since I went on this trip. Well guys, for anyone who was waiting for this video, finally is up. This really took me so long, and this is only gonna be the first part of the video because, in case you don't know, I have a full-time job, so I wish I would have more time to do these things because I really like doing YouTube, even though I'm really new on it, but I really enjoy doing it. But you know, we're trying our best. It's been 2 months, but we're trying our best, and let's start on this video. So as I was saying, I started this trip on the 8th of June, and it was not a very long trip, but it felt quite long because we visited a lot of countries. I mean, a few countries. So we started by Billund in Denmark. This was not really like a place which we wanted to go, but there was no direct flights to where we wanted to go, so we had to take this one instead. And it was really early. It was at 5:55 in the morning, so we were in the airport at 4 a.m. and that's why I didn't record anything in the airport, because I was just sleeping. But anyways, this flight from Birmingham to Billund was £15, and we arrived to Billund at 8:30 in the morning. Our plan in Billund, Denmark, was to either go by bus or train or whatever. It was mostly bus because we didn't really see many trains, to a city called Aarhus, something like that. It was like 2 hours away, and the second option was renting a car and going to the same city. However, we arrived in Billund and we checked the bus tickets, and it was, if I'm not wrong, it was about like 30 euros one way, so it was gonna be like 60 euros each person, like 2 ways, and we were like, that's 120 euros, no chance. So we went straight away to check cars to rent, but all the companies that were there, they didn't have any available car, and the only one that had a car was like really expensive. So we just decided, well, let's just walk to the city center of Billund, which we did some research before, and we realized that like it was a really small town, there was not much to do, so we didn't really want to go there. We would like to go like somewhere else, but it was really expensive and we were on a budget, so we just decided let's just walk to city center. So here is the first day that we arrived in Billund. I was expecting some colder weather in Denmark, even though it's June, but it's really hot, so some striptease for you guys. We came to this bakery, and I'm gonna have this traditional pastry, which is called spandache, something very weird. It's just basically like puff pastry with custard, and it's originated in Austria actually, which is another country which we are going today at the end of the day. It's really good, but it's not like woo, you know? Okay, the current situation is we already saw the whole town. It's really small town, there is nothing really to do here. We had some good pastry. Now we're gonna go probably like to a restaurant to eat, even though it's not even 11 a.m. And we are debating whether to go to a water park or not. It's supposed to be a budget trip, and the water park is £36, so we don't know.
A few moments later,
we went to the aquatic park. It was really expensive and not really worth the price. It was like £36, and there was a few things that were closed. Overall, it was quite small, so not a lot of things to do. We just left the center, and I have 2 really bad news. First of all, this guy is eating green peas as a snack.
It's sweet green peas. It's so popular.
So popular. Does anybody there eat green peas as a snack? And second bad news is that our flight is delayed for 3 hours. as you saw, there was not really much to do in this little town. Like, we saw everything so fast, and then our flight was also delayed. We were supposed to arrive in Vienna, which was our next destination, at 9 p.m. and we arrived, it was like after midnight already. So our plans for the rest of the day were ruined. But it's alright, we got to Vienna again with Ryanair and it was only £12. The next day we woke up really early and we went straight away to the city center of Vienna because we only had a few hours there.
Take a look out the window. Spirit goes up as the rain falls down. I've been sailing on the wrong course, keeping it together like I did before. Think that I've said this a few times. Even with that, has it ever felt right? I swear that this has happened every moment. Can I just be honest? I was only wondering, and maybe.
Good morning, guys. Today we are in Vienna city center. Looks really good so far and we are really lost on what to do, so we just booked a free walking tour to see some things because we really don't know what to do. First night using couch surfing went really well. The guy was really nice and he had a really cool house even next to metro station, so it was really good.
Thing like this must be a reason why he's in charge and not me. And this tells you exactly what it to France, Great Britain, the United States and the Soviet Union split Austria into 4 parts. Each nation governed a different part.
We went to this walking tour and we got a bit bored right at the end, so we just left. And then we were searching for a restaurant to have some like traditional food, and we found this one just next to where we were. And it had really good reviews, so now we're gonna try some food from here. I'm gonna have some cheese patzel, and Lucas is gonna have a liver, fried liver. We're gonna have some Austrian beers to try as well. It's good. Oh. Okay, I get the face, but I don't know how to describe. Okay, honest review of the restaurant. It was not that good. It was just like simple, you know? But I guess it was traditional food, so we're good with that. And this guy had the liver. And he really hated it. But it's not that the liver was bad. He just doesn't like the liver. So kinda is his fault. He should have tried something else instead. And now we're just gonna walk around the city because we have bus at 4 p.m. to go to another city. I don't know who decided the prices for the souvenirs in here, but what the fuck.
Jetzt keins, oder?
Can I get this best in Vienna ice cream? Just original. Just.
I'm gonna have best in Vienna ice cream.
Best.
Is it the best ice cream of Vienna? We're on our way to the bus station and we just walked past this like neighborhood or building or whatever it is, Hundertwasser, like an alternative. I don't know if this is not a neighborhood, this is literally just a building, but there's a lot of like souvenir shops, second-hand clothes shops, bakeries and stuff. It's really cute. Well, aesthetically a bit. We live for the aesthetic, so everything we do needs to be aesthetically.
Take a look out the window. Spirit goes up as the rain falls down. I've been sailing on the wrong course, keeping it together like I did before. Think that I've said this a few times. Even with that.
Finally. Not like that I had a really long journey to get here, but try to guess where I am. So I just had my bus from Vienna. It was 1 hour 20 by bus. And where am I? In Bratislava.
I get lost, you go with your day. Slowly getting closer, but you're moving away. I know it's just a recap.
We went from Vienna until Bratislava with Flixbus. My bus was only 5 euros and it took us 1 hour and 20 minutes from Vienna until Bratislava. But attention, if you're booking this kind of trips, like Flixbus doesn't usually go that expensive, but make sure you book these things with some days of advance. I did book it like a month prior to going on this trip, but I remember I checked in the day and it was like 15 euros the same trip if you would buy it on the day. So make sure you book things in advance to get the cheaper prices, which is not a surprise to anyone. I know you guys know this. Anyways, for this night we decided to rent a room in a hostel because the night before we slept in this guy's house, which you don't get the same comfort as like your own house or a hotel or whatever. And the night before we also didn't sleep much because we had our flight at 6 a.m. So we just stayed in this hostel. It was safe stay, Bratislava. It was quite alright, not far from city center, and we paid 23 pounds per person. And we did get a private room, which was only like 7 pounds more expensive, if I'm not wrong, than the shared rooms. So we just decided to stay in that one to get like the most comfortable thing we could for the cheapest price. And then as we arrived at like 6 p.m, we literally just went to this hostel. We dropped our stuff, we had a quick shower, and we went for dinner. See if this is not gonna fall. I made myself a tripod, but it doesn't look very safe. Anyways, just before starting our Bratislava, Slovakia journey, which is just one day, but doesn't matter. Just want to give a quick review to Vienna. It's really nice. It is very similar to every other European cities. Like the architecture, the museums itself. I mean, I didn't actually visit any museum, but basically it's really similar in terms of the main attractions, the architecture. It's quite similar, if you know what I mean. But I don't know if it's a city which I will come back, just as in like go there, going on a trip on the purpose of going just there. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Also because I want to explore other countries, not the ones I've been already to. But yeah, I think I was there enough time. I'm not very like history person or artsy person, so I don't really like... I prefer to walk outside, see everything outside, meet people, see the people, how they are, how they speak, how they interact with you, than actually going to see museums. Or I do like a good museum, but I would rather just do everything else than going to spend time in a museum. Especially because I didn't have enough time, so I was just there just like not even a day. But yeah, overall experience, it was good.
It's your fault. As you said 5 times today.
Oh, how nice is the weather.
Go. Go, go. Go get what you wanted. Go, go, go. I have Slovak cola drink.
So we just ordered some pierogi, some soup in the bread, which looked really nice. And I got some beer as well. I don't know if this is... Probably it is Slovakian beer. It's really good. Better than the Austrian one. Just move your head a tiny little bit. Just a little bit more. What are you drinking?
Coca-Cola.
Is it nice? Why you don't like it?
I want a Coca-Cola, I don't want a Coca-Cola.
So I just got the bread. I'm a bit disappointed because I thought it was gonna be like toasted and hot, but it's cold. But anyways, there is the soup inside.
Yummy.
And I'm... No, I need to clip
Just
it.
beep.
So yeah, that's it guys, that's what I'm gonna eat. It's good. I don't know what it is, it's weird. What is this? Forget what I said about the bread not being toasted. I'm not disappointed. It makes all sense and it's really, really good. I'm so sorry to all Slovakians watching this video.
0.
Just one, please.
Dumplings homemade with the pork. At least not with delivery.
Not with?
River.
The delivery. This is a delivery.
No,
What did you say?
nothing.
And I got is vegetarian. And I got this vegetarian pierogi. Basically, I didn't want to order the vegetarian one because usually it's not as good as like the traditional ones. But they all had meat in it, and I wanted like the cheese and potato ones, the pierogi, like dumplings. But they all had meat, so that's the inside. I'm not sure. It's kind of dry. We've just realized that this is a church, or I mean, was a church at some point. The pub where we were. After the dinner, we just literally went home and went to sleep because we were tired. So yeah, the restaurant was alright. It was £13, which I paid.
What are you doing?
I'm protecting myself. It's very, very sunny today, so I need to be careful with the ultraviolet thingies. Very sunny. Anyways, good morning. We're now going to have breakfast somewhere in city center. I want to try some traditional pastry, as I said before. And then at 1 p.m. we have our bus. I'm vlogging na Rui. Current situation, we lost the card of the room, and if we don't find it, we're gonna have to pay for it. It's only £5, but it must be somewhere. So we're just unpacking everything again, because it must be somewhere. Well guys, we didn't find the card. We just decided let's just pay the fine because it was just £5, €5 anyways. So it's some money, but you know, we lost it. I don't know, we can't find it literally anywhere. I just want to say that we found this card 2 months later. It was in Luca's wallet in the most obvious place, but we didn't look. We had the plan to go to the castle, which is like on the top, but we are still a bit far from it, and we have our bus in like 1 hour, so we need to start walking to the bus station. As it started raining a lot, we just had to stop for a bit and we lost a bit of time. So yeah, I think we're done with Bratislava and we're going now to our next destination. As I'm leaving Bratislava now, I want to give a quick small review. It's really cute and cozy. If I had to give a word to Bratislava, I would say cute. It reminds me a lot of Vilnius in Lithuania. The city itself is quite small, so it's easy to see it like fast. I don't know if I would stay here longer. Probably I would get bored. It's quiet, it's a Saturday today and I don't see a lot of people, maybe because it's rainy weather as well, but I don't see a lot of people outside. Prices are also quite cheap everywhere you go. Just today the breakfast, I thought it was a bit too expensive, but everything else is quite cheap.